D.H. Lawrence, an introduction. For many of us, D.H. Lawrence was a schoolboy hero. Who can forget sniggering in class at the mention of women in love or Lady Chatterley's lover? Lawrence was a talented, if nomadic, writer whose novels were passionately received, suppressed at times and generally at odds with establishment values. This, of course, did not deter him. At his death in 1930, at the young age of 44, he was more often thought of as a pornographer, but in the ensuing years he has come to be more rightly regarded as one of the most imaginative writers these shores have produced. As well as his novels and plays, he was also a masterful poet and wrote over 800 of them. In this collection we discover and nourish ourselves on a small part of that legacy. This volume of his poetry reveals much about the man and his views on life. Our readers include Richard Midgley and Gisela Rowe.
The Drained Cup. T'snow is withering off in the grass, lad. Should I tell thee summat? T'snow is withering off in the grass, and mist is sucking at the spots of snow, and all the thaw and mist there's a moon full blow. Lad, but I'm telling thee summat. There's been snowed up in this cottage with me. Hark, they're for hearing summat. There's been snowed up in this cottage with me while clocks as I run down and stopped, and short days going unknown to thee, unbeknown hath dropped. Yea, but I'm telling thee summat. How many days dost thou think has gone? Now, lad, I'm asking thee summat. How many days dost thou think has gone? How many times has candlelight shone on thy face as thou got more white in one? 7 days, my lad, or none. Aren't I hearing summat? Thou come to say goodbye to me. Thou wert frit or summat. Thou come to have finished and done with me, and off to a gal as were younger than me, and fresh and more nicer for marrying wi'. Yea, but that frit or summat. I want to kiss thee, that trembles so, that daunted or summat. Thou arna very flig to go. Does want me to want thee again? Nay, though, there's hardly aught left of thee. Get up and go. Oh dear, oh me, say summat. Thou wanted to leave me that bad, thou knows. Dost to know it? But thou wanted me more to want thee, so's thou could let thy very soul out. A man like thee can't rest till his last spunk goes out of him into a woman as can draw it out of him. Did you know it? Thou thought thou wanted a little wench. Aye, lad, I'll tell thee thy mind. Thou thought thou wanted a little wench as'd make thee a wife and look up to thee, as'd wince when thou touched her close and blench and lie frightened to death under thee. She weren't hard to find. Thou thought thou wanted to be rid of me. Happen thou did. Another thought thou wanted to marry and see if thou couldna be master and the woman's boss. Thou'd need a woman different from me, and thou knowed it. Aye, yet thou comes across to say goodbye, and I tell thee thou won't be satisfied. Thou might as well listen, thou knows. I tell thee thou won't be satisfied till the woman has drawn the last drop of the spunk, and that empty and mortified. Empty from bottom to top. It's true, thou knows. That one of the men as has got to drain, and I've loved thee for it, their blood in a woman to the very last vein. Thou must, though thou tries to get away, thou wants it, and everything else is in vain, and a woman like me loves thee for it. Mourn thou cling to the one as that stands, aye, and the mourn. And thou looks at me and thou understands, yea, thou can go, thou hates me now, but thou'll come again, because when a man's not finished, he hasn't, no matter how. Go then, sin the mourn. Thou come to say goodbye to me. Now go then. Now then go. 'Tis ta'en thee 7 days to say it to me. Now go and marry that wench and see how long it'll be before thou'lt be weary and sick of the likes of she and hankering for me. But go. A woman's man thou art, my lad, but it's my sort of woman. Go then. Thou'll ha' no peace till 'tis had a go at t'other, for I'm a bad sort of woman for any lad. Aye, it's a rum un.
Gloire de Dijon. When she rises in the morning, I linger to watch her. She spreads the bath-cloth underneath the window, and the sunbeams catch her glistening white on the shoulders, while down her sides the mellow golden shadow glows as she stoops to the sponge, and her swung breasts sway like full-blown yellow Gloire de Dijon roses. She drips herself with water, and her shoulders glisten as silver. They crumple up like wet and falling roses, and I listen for the sluicing of their rain-dishevelled petals. In the window, full of sunlight, concentrates her golden shadow fold on fold, until it glows as mellow as the glory roses.
Piccadilly Circus at night, streetwalkers. When into the night the yellow light is roused like a dust above the towns, or like a mist the moon has kissed from off a pool in the midst of the downs. Our faces flower for a little hour pale and uncertain along the street, daisies that waken all mistaken, white spread in expectancy to meet the luminous mist which the poor things wist was dawn arriving across the sky. When dawn is far behind the star the dust-lit town has driven so high. All the birds are folded in a silent ball of sleep, all the flowers are faded from the asphalt isle in the sea. Only we hard-faced creatures go round and round and keep the shores of the innermost ocean alive and illusory. Wanton sparrows that twittered when morning looked in at their eyes, and the Cyprian's pavement roses are gone, and now it is we, flowers of illusion, who shine in our gourds, make a paradise on the shores of this ceaseless ocean, gay birds of the town-dark sea.